Hi everyone, Maria McGrath here at Still Balance and Harmony. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone had a really fantastic Christmas and New Year. I hope you spent it with family. I hope you enjoyed the time that you had. I hope that you were present, that you actually took notice of the time that you spent. I hope that you looked up from playing with all of the digits, the scrolling Facebook, and actually was aware of the time that you spent and with the people around you. The biggest thing, and this is something close to my heart at the moment, it is recognizing the time that we have and being grateful for it, and being aware that it's not always going to be there. You know, if you talk to somebody who has a family member who has been ill all through Christmas, for example, you know, they are appreciating and really, really living in the moment, making every precious moment count. For anyone who noticed a missing person at their Christmas table, the one thing that if they could ask for a Christmas present would have been more time with that person who's no longer there. You know, there were so many every single year, not just this year, but so many people who you know, were passed away from tragic accidents, from cancer, from all sorts of illnesses, and you know, all those that have gone from our lives in other ways as well. You know, we wish, you know, the one thing that we could wish for that we just cannot ever get back is time. So this year, I want, right from the get-go, I want us to be aware of time. I want us to understand, you know, in that moment, if we lose someone, you know, God, I wish I could get that time back. You know, what would you do with that time if you had it? I want you to really tap in to your self-awareness and just see, you know, what am I doing with my time? What am I, and you know, am I making the most of the time, not the time that I have, but the time every single day? You know, am I spending my time living my best life? Am I enjoying my life? Am I being loving and caring and wonderful to the people around me? Am I getting up every morning and looking forward to the day? Am I just getting up and in a grumpy mood thinking, oh God, I gotta go to work again? You know, what are you doing with your time? Really stop and think about it, and see what it is that you're doing. See if there's a way you can change it, but we need to understand what it is, to acknowledge it, to be able to come up with any kind of change. Okay, so if you are in this pattern where you're in a life where you don't think about what you do with your time, you just get up and you just go. Every single day you're doing the same thing, you're feeling the same things, you don't really stop and think about it because it's probably too depressing to do so you just keep going around, and it's just this great big mouse wheel where everything is the same all the time. It will continue to be that way unless you stop. Make note of what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're feeling, what it is that you want. And then you have the ability to create change. It is your choice every single day when you get out of bed, whether you put a smile on your face or whether you're going to be a grump bum all day. That is a choice. You know, you might have the worst life imaginable. You can still put a smile on your face. And I know I was one that was always very, very angry, very, very sad, and very, very depressed, and all of that before I had my life-changing moment. But it was a choice, and it was a choice that I made. And, you know, no one's going to fix my life but me. I have to make change. So I just thought at this point in time, because there is always life-changing moments happening. There are always people coming and going in our lives, and it's at those moments when we think about time, when we really stop and say, geez, I wish I had more of it. I wish I had more time with that person. I wish I could, go back, or, what if you were to say, geez, I wish I could go back. If I wish I had more time, what would you do with that time? What would you do if you could stop right now and say, okay, I'm going to be grateful for these moments. I want to live a better life. I want to be happy. They're all choices. Sometimes they can be hard choices. They take work. They take effort. But if we don't stop and think, we just, like I said, just stay on that mouse wheel and things just go round and round and round and everything gets out of control. We can... sorry, I've just had something pop up on my screen. Sorry. So I want just to advise you to become more present, to become more grateful for the moments that we do have, to have your eyes out there, not in here, not looking inside, always worrying and stressing and thinking that everything has to be perfect, and that the house has to be clean, or I can't go and play with the kids. Go and play with the kids. That time you won't get back. You only have it once. Every moment is only there once. So make the most of it. If you have to think about what your priorities are, maybe you write them down, check them out, see which ones actually make sense. See if you could say, what if I wasn't here tomorrow? Would this priority actually matter? Would this housekeeping matter? Would this, this jaunt to Sydney or whatever it is, whatever it is, write down what you're doing, where your priorities lie, what you think are important, and ask yourself, if you weren't going to be there tomorrow, would it matter that you got that job done? Would it matter that you cleaned the house instead of playing with the kids? We just need to think of things in a different way, and I just wanted to, because I'm thinking about the moments right now. So I just wanted to create awareness that we should all be in this very, very brand new year. It's only week number 2 into, and there are choices that you can make. And if there are really tough struggles that you have, make a choice to do something about them. Reach out and ask for help. And it doesn't have to be me, but reach out. Or research, or get a book and read. Do something different. Make your moments count. And so come back and tell me how that changes your life in, say, a year's time. Really make yourself aware. Really count the moments. Be open, looking at them, taking all the fun stuff and loving it, going and doing that instead of the boring stuff. Spend time with the kids, or whatever it is that makes you happy. And sticking to a job that makes you sad, or going and doing, things that you don't really love. They're choices that we make. And you can, sit down and think about them. You may not be able to change all of them, but you can make choices to make them better. You can make choices to put a smile on your face and appreciate the tiniest little moments. Okay, so I hate going and watching, sport in the cold, but you absolutely love watching your child doing blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is, really take notice of the time, of the moments, and every single day throughout this new year. I just want us to have a better life, to live a better life, to be more open. We're just in a place where everything else that's not important matters. What do we look like, and what our house looks like, and what sort of car we have, and we've got to be making the most amount of money, and the house has to be clean, and all of these things that really, in the grand scheme of things, are not important. If you go back to, I wish I had more time. wish I had more time with that person. I wish I had spent more time. I wish I had spent more quality time. So anyway, that's my little message for the start of the new year. Be more present, be grateful, and live in the moments. Talk soon. Bye.